And this is Fnirsi. A lot of people call it however you want. This is the name right here. It's the 2C53T. This is a dual channel oscilloscope multimeter, or how you might even call it as a portable handheld oscilloscope. And this is the 3-in-1. And let me show you really quick right here. With 2 channels, digital oscilloscope, multimeter, and function signal generator. And well, you'll see probably more videos about this one in the future, but for now I'm just gonna do a quick overview of what's in it. Up to 50 megahertz bandwidth, 4.5 digits, 13 types of signal outputs, and intelligent anti-burning. And let's open it up. Because, you know, talking is cheap, but looking at it, well, it's still cheap, but it's different. And the packaging is really beautiful, really nice and tidy. I like that. And this is a nice hard case with their name there, Fnirsi. And here we go with a user's manual, which you can go through it. It has a lot of good, actually good guides to give you a load of how to test sound and light, USB sharing, startup and boot, sounds, and all that good stuff. The sine wave I see here, short press for auto, baseline correction, signal generator, long press the trigger to quick access to signal generator. And inside the baggie here, we have another bag that we'll open in a second. We have the probes right here, which are with pickers. We have another probe here. We have the USB Type-C to Type-A charger. Yes, this one is a rechargeable device via USB-C. And here's the device inside. Wow, this is actually packed really nice. That's a really good job. I'm liking it already, just based on what I see. And let's open it up and see what we're talking about inside, because, you know, that's gonna give us a better way of knowing and seeing each other here. And 5 volt 1 amp, 3000 milliamp battery inside. And this 2C53T. We have a kickstand here on the bottom, but I have no nails, so that's a little bit tough for me. You can kickstand it like that. Really nice. I like it. And here we have the 3 channels, 1, 2, and 3. We have the inputs here for the probes, up to 10 amps. Here you calculate with milliamps, common probe, and here you measure volts, ohms, capacitors, continuity, and temperatures. I'm not sure if you can see that right there. We have a lot of functions here. 10 amp max fused, as you see the bridge right there, of course. And this is from 600 volt Cat 4 to 1000 volt Cat 3. So that is actually really nice. There's a nice paper here stuck on the screen. Let me take that out. Oh, this never gets old. Let me turn it on real quick, just by holding this button. It was that easy. That's all it took to turn it on. And it is not a touch screen. The other version they have, it's like a tablet look like. That one is an oscilloscope, and it does almost exactly the same things, but that version is like a handheld device that you can touch. I'm not a big fan of touch things, so that's why I chose this one and not the other one when they gave me those 2 options. And let me just show you quick what's here. Oscilloscope, signal generator, settings, multimeter, and back to oscilloscope. In the settings, we have language, obviously. Startup and boot, you can set it to start up as a multimeter, oscilloscope, signals generator, and all that. Auto shut off, I usually leave that off. But if you're concerned about that the battery, and you tend to forget like I sometimes do, you can put in 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or whatnot. And the USB sharing if you need to connect it to another device. And the about when it was made, what version, factory reset, which we're not gonna do right here. And there's nothing else on it to talk about on regards to the settings. That's what's inside there. And what else do we have? We are done here. And besides that, we have the probes right here, the 2 gator clips, and input is the same style as the security cameras have. And let me just unwrap it from this little tie here. As I said, today we're not gonna do probably any very extensive test, but you will definitely see this device on my videos in the future when I need it more. Let me just pull it here. Boom. And now it has been inserted right here. We can put it in the oscilloscope and we can see the generated waves. Let me see if I can switch. Okay, it's going this way. Okay, so we can put the mode in auto. We can change the edge up, upright and down. Channel 1, 2, and 3 we have on channel 1. Mode can be single, normal, and auto. You can actually switch the runner here. I'm not sure if you can see it. As you see there on the field, you can lower the how many millivolts you want to check. As you see right here, goes to up to 1 volt. That's actually really good to check for low power devices, especially in logic boards. And what else do we have here? Let me get out of here really quick. I'm gonna put awaiting auto measurement. Okay, now it's in auto measurement. We have this wave going on. I'm not sure if you can see that wave being generated right there. It's very dirty, but you want to save it for later, for example. Hit save, and it's a bitmap picture. So you can download it to your computer, or you can go back later and play it back and see what caused this anomaly. Well, I know what caused it, but it's a bad battery. I had to push it to the limits. But that's actually a really great feature to do. And let me get out of here really quick. Let me take the probe out so we don't do any. Even though it has protections and everything in place, as you see, now it calmed down again. The line. Now the line calmed down because I took the bad battery out. So we're not circuit. It wasn't just a battery. And what else do we have here? Okay, from oscilloscope, multimeter. This one should be the easiest part of it. Okay, we got the 2 probes. This one should not have any problems. Let me take the caps. They're cap protected if I can. Right. Come on, get out. Okay, that's actually pretty well done. Well protected, I gotta say. And the same in the other one. Boom, just like that. Put the common right here and the active right here. And here you can switch it manually if you want to measure volts, continuity, resistance, capacitance, or for capacitors and all that good stuff, temperature, DC small current in milliamps, like for small batteries and all that, and DC high currents in full amps. And this is really cool actually. Let me go just with some volts. And I'm not sure if the microphone's picking up, but there's a click inside, like a relays, that it really actually switches the stuff inside. It's not just for show. And here you have these beautiful probes. I'm not sure if I can take these off. Okay, yep. And they're needle style. I like that because that means you can go quite in detail. Well, let me just put a battery, just a regular battery right here. Okay, from here should be 3 point something volts. 3.920. That's the voltage on this battery. 3.920. That's easy. And as I said, I'm just doing very simple stuff today. I'm not doing anything crazy. I just wanted to show you this device. 1.318. This one needs to be charged. But basically, it does exactly what it says and what you would expect a device like this to do for you. And continuity, for example, that's just another one. Well, let me test the other probes. That's the easy one, right? Let's see if there is continuity between them when they're not in use. It should not be anything continuing. Okay, and we put this one right here. Yeah, nothing. But if I touch it in here with something metallic, that story should change. Boom. Now there is continuity. Continuity. The beautiful words. Okay, so everything works basically. Of course, it's a multimeter, oscilloscope, function signal generator, all the good stuff that you could possibly think of. And I'm gonna leave these here because that is gonna be my primary use. I'm gonna just be frank with you. Here you can measure current, of course, the amps, and it's 250 volts max. So keep that in mind. And here we have 2 more probes. If I can pull them out, that's the case. Okay, and here we have the oscillator probes, which They are the P6000 oscilloscope probes, and they're with some certifications, which actually that's good. And a few of the information pieces that are in this paper I'm not going to take out of the bag. And the attenuation ratio is 1 to 10 times. Input resistance is 1 mega ohm up to 10 mega ohms with a plus minus 2% flexibility or variability. And the input capacitance, it's 1 by 100 to 160 picofarads and all that stuff. I'm just gonna put it next to the camera because there's a lot to read here. Altitude operating meters, 3,000 meters. I don't know, if you live in a high mountain, I guess you have to check if you're over 15,000 meters. And it's certified by IEC 61010-031. That's something that matters to me because I know somebody has actually taken their time to go through the variable steps to certify devices. And this is basically the oscilloscope probes, and these are really good because they have a picker too. Not sure if you can see that, the hook. Let me pull it like that. Boom. So when you're doing stuff, you're gonna grab a quick cable, mini cable, whatever you want to call it, and you just pull this up and leave it on so it grabs on. Or otherwise you have the gator clips, the tiny gator clips on the other side that does the same time. And here you have the switch for 1 to 10. Not sure if you can see it. Yep, that red right there. It switches on the switch itself. And besides that, the other side has exactly the same stuff as this one. And they connect to the channels on the back, obviously. This is the easy part. Let me just pull them really quick. And yes, you have extra rings and tops for them right in here, and the covers if you want so. And let me just plug them in really quick. Oh, and that's cool actually. Look at that. So in the signal generator part of it, you can do sin wave or sine wave, sin wave, square wave, switch, or the sawtooth wave, half wave, full wave, and step wave, reverse step wave, index up, index down, direct current, multi-audio. Look at that. Sync pulse, Lorentz waves. Yeah, Lorentz law. I remember those classes really good. Let me put it up. And frequency, we're gonna put it to, you can decide here. I'm gonna put it to 800. There's a project that I'm working on. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to show you the board I'm working on because, let me put it 0, and we are good to go now. And 3 volts, I'm going to go with, it's actually 2.1 volts, and we click OK. Okay. The duty cycle here is supposed to be at 50% max, but let me connect it to the board really quick. And as I said, this is still work in progress what I'm doing with this board, but I just want to show you that it actually works here graphically. So let me show you real quick. Okay, so duty board. I'm not sure if you can see the lower line that changes a lot. I think you can see it to some point. Both of them are moving. Let me switch to 21.6 and a little bit longer. Okay, now it should show a little bit better. Yep, as you see the jumps there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So it actually works really good. And let me see if I can hold it for a second. Okay, so that's what I want to see actually. That's going 1.4 to 170. Wow. Okay, I'm going to save this one. That's actually really good. So now I can go back to the board and check what's wrong with one of the MOSFETs that I was working on. I was wondering, how can I check this part? Because I was trying to check it with an older meter that I have, but yeah, it wasn't showing me a lot, and this one actually works. So yeah, this is really beautiful. I gotta say, I like this thing now. Look at that. Hit the menu again, and we can go on auto. Boom. And let me go to, you can go to full wave, for example. Turn it off, full wave. And right here, for example, you would be in full wave. So besides what I've shown you here, as I said, I will have more videos, especially now that I'm do a few more projects, actual projects. You might be seeing this machine a little bit more without going into too many details, but these are the basics of what you can achieve with it, and it's rechargeable. Absolutely love it. And the guys at Fnirsi, thank you for sending it out. I actually love these machines. This is a really beautiful piece, and it's not that light. I like that. And just in case I forgot, yes, here you have an actual screw hook on the back, and here's where you can charge it at the USB-C. That's your port right there. So it is a really nice machine. I really like it. This rubberized bumpers top and bottom and all that. In my opinion, this is worth every penny, especially if you work on boards and all that kind of stuff. You know probably better than me how useful these machines are. And with that said, thank you for joining, and I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something about it, and we'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Bye.